How's it going? This is the thrift store rundown's Fork On The Roadshow, tasting the tri-state on a budget. Today I'm in Little Falls, New Jersey with a very familiar saying for you. Eat this, not that. You might be asking me, why am I saying that? Knowing that I like both places, and especially considering the fact that I had Taco Bell last year. Well, it's because the Eat This, Not That series of books have been dominating throughout most of the year. Now it's time for the good old boys of Eat This, Not That to go from swapping to sizzling. That's coming up next. Thrifting ain't easy, unless you're watching me. Take the time to appreciate a room with a view. Even if it's something so simplistic as the side of a highway and a parking lot. In any event, natural sunlight will do as we take on the Cook This Not That Kitchen Survival Guide. It basically amounts to the first Eat This Not That cookbook that the Men's Health Senior Editors have authored, Zinczenko and Matt Goulding. This was purchased for $2.99 back home at Wet Valley Blue Thrift Store in Patterson. And just like the entire Eat This Not That series I've done before, it is a Rodale publication. Hundreds of quick and healthy meals that can save you 10, 20, 30 pounds or more. Like cooking this homemade mac and cheese, 480 calories and 5 grams of saturated fat. Versus the Cheesecake Factory's macaroni and cheese. If you had that out, that would be 1,462 calories and 45 grams of saturated fat. These guys are pretty much the masters of food swaps, but are they masters in the kitchen? Well, that's yet to be seen. We have here 9 food chapters to highlight. I'll be highlighting one recipe per each chapter. Appetizers and small bites, soups and salads, sandwiches and burgers, off-the-grill pasta, American classics, ethnic dishes, side snacks and sauces, and desserts and drinks. Those are 9 of a dozen chapters in here. Not counting the introduction, the truth about your food, and the Eat This, Not That kitchen. This is the best food index. We have the best foods for a wide variety of scenarios and or ailments. Like the best food for boosting your mood, which would be salmon. And you'll find 3 salmon recipes in here to serve as a good example. The best food to fight cavities, cheese. How about that? And cheese lovers, you got an embarrassment of delicious riches to look forward to in here. And the best food for your sexual health, dark chocolate. Come on, that's a paramount truth. A little dark chocolate can turn you from this chicken into this.
You want something sweet?
No, you I want something sweet. I want you.
You have no teeth!
And these 6 recipes should sure get you in the mood. In terms of preliminary matters, they also list the best pantry staples to have on hand, the best equipment you need for the ultimate Cook This Not That kitchen. At the time, it ranged out to $331. And we also have some kitchen wisdom. I gotta upgrade a TV dinner with some fresh herbs, a squeeze of citrus, and a drizzle of olive oil. How to store seasonal produce, and just general kitchen safety. We also have throughout the book a matrix, if you will. That is a general breakdown of certain recipes and food groups and categories of food. Speaking of which, let's get to the food. And since we have 9 recipes to highlight here, we might be here a while. But we begin with breakfast burritos. This homemade breakfast burrito will have 415 calories, 17 grams of fat, and 625 milligrams of sodium. Versus the Bob Evans Meat Lovers burrito. At the time it was priced at $5.99, and that will run you 799 calories, 49 grams of fat, and 2,427 milligrams of sodium. Every recipe in here compares the nutritional stats of their homemade version versus the takeout version that possibly inspired it. The ingredient lists are sensible, and David and Matt carry the same irreverent yet enlightening tone as they do in their Food Swap series. You'll also find neat features like this meal multiplier and lots of other enlightening and even oftentimes tongue-in-cheek sidebars, but they ought to be tongue-in-cheek to help you with the learning. If you're not laughing while you're learning, it's not going to go down the hatch as easily. To expedite this, we have here crispy quesadillas, homemade in lieu of Chili's fire-grilled chicken fajita quesadilla. I don't know why I keep disobeying them, but that is actually what I'm going to have today. Not a chicken fajita quesadilla, but a chicken bacon ranch. That combo alone gets me every time. This is a caprese tomato tara. It's a stacked salad. And that comes versus the Olive Garden caprese flatbread as a pretty good option next time you want to do a salad. Which style? Chicken salad sandwich. Not exactly a stylish sandwich, but a good looking sandwich nonetheless. This one comes with curry and raisins. Make that at home in lieu of having a Boston Market classic chicken salad sandwich. I've never been to Boston Market. Perhaps you should do that next year. There are some secret weapons to be on the lookout for in these sidebars, like curry powder, or in the case of this Mexican hot dogs recipe, Applegate Farms Natural Big Apple Hot Dogs. Whether they're mentioned by name or something you might have already in your pantry or fridge, these are the weapons to make any meal in here more flavorful and more healthful. This is in lieu of the Five Guys hot dogs with onions and relish. In pasta, we have here 3 cheese ravioli with cherry tomatoes. That comes versus the California Pizza Kitchen's 4 cheese ravioli with sauteed mushrooms. Now, I don't know how to compare prices between the takeout version and the ingredients you'll need to buy to make these at-home versions. But I'll guarantee you might save a little bit of money, maybe not a substantial amount, but every penny counts. This book is more about calorie savings and fat savings and sodium savings than anything. This is a loaded pizza. Hello, we gotta include pizza in here. And that comes versus Pizza Hut Supreme Pan Pizza, 2 large slices for $4.55. But 2 large slices for $4.55 is actually a little less expensive than 2 large slices that I could get at my local Giovanni's Pizza, which is my go-to, by the way. No shade to them. We have here chicken mole enchiladas. And that's kind of similar to the breakfast burrito that I sold you. That and the burrito and the quesadilla kind of give you a Tex-Mex vibe in here. A Tex-Mex trifecta, which of course is what Chili's in here is all about. That comes versus the On The Border pepper jack chicken grilled enchiladas. Last time I went to On The Border, which was my first time, oh man, that was a debacle. I'll save that for another day though. But I'd still come back. Yeah. I'm not the type of person to hold a grudge long term. For sides and snacks and sauces, what's better than a combo of Brussels sprouts and bacon? I know, Brussels sprouts. The name alone and the image certainly strikes fear in the hearts of young, kind kids. But level it up with bacon, you'll get results. Speaking of which, thanks. My chicken bacon ranch quesadillas. At some point, I'm gonna have to choose a healthy item from the Eat This Not That series of books. But no one can deny a chicken bacon ranch quesadilla, right? I don't think so. But anyway, back to this. There are no takeout comparisons for this particular chapter, so you'll have to take them pretty much wholesale, if you want to. And finally, for this espresso granita, you'll need 2 cups of espresso, or very strong brewed coffee, half a cup of sugar, light whipped topping, and half a cup of shaved dark chocolate. I find it funny that Matt and David say that this is every bit as satisfying as ice cream and easy enough for a 6-year-old to make. Yeah, that is if you want get your 6-year-old to be hooked on espresso, kind of like your adult pals at Central Park, friends. Anyway, what are you looking to take off? Applebee's or Panera Bread or Five Guys or Romano's Macaroni Grill, Boston Market, P.F. Chang's or Chevy's? All in good fun and in good taste. This just might be the book for you. And it retails at $19.99 in the US and $23.99 in Canada. With all that in mind, you probably want to level up on the seasonings for some of the recipes in here, as they may not all be that flavorful. Still, I'm giving this 4.5 out of 5 claps. Another first-rate job from the Men's Health boys. Needless to say, when it comes to eat this, not that, the fork doesn't stop here. It will, however, stop in New York City, which is where the buck will stop for our Fork on the Roadshow finale, as we take you to a diner that a few funny friends have frequented over 9 years. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, this Chicken Bacon Ranch Quesadilla is definitely calling my name. Thanks so much for tuning in. That's the word from my mouth to your mouth. Stay tuned, stay hungry. Gonna grab this piece, load it up with some of the veggies, lettuce, tomato salsa, sour cream. Gotta be somewhat healthful, right?
Salad without onions.
Thanks for tuning in. Just so you know, there's no limit to bringing Hollywood home on a budget. Please go ahead and check out another awesome review like this one by clicking here, and make sure you subscribe by clicking here. Until next time, I'll catch you, as I always do, on the flip side.